Hey everyone, today I'm here to shed a bit of light to one of the underrated weapons in the game, which is being the pitchfork. And specifically I managed to get myself a Bloodied Swing Speed one, which is probably arguably the best effects that you can have on a pitchfork. And the reason why it's underrated in my opinion is because despite this being a two-handed melee weapon, and you know, not many people actually spec for a two-handed melee weapon. If they spec for melee, they usually go for the unarmed because that's the objectively the strongest type of melee weapon that you can get in the game. You know, it has the biggest flat damage, it has the best mutations that you can get for them, yada yada yada. And this thing is actually more aimed towards, for this very specific reason, to a secondary or sort of like a backup weapon. And why this is good, you may ask? Well, if you compare it to something like, say, a Grognak Axe, which is arguably probably the best two-handed weapon that you can get in the game, maybe the Sheaf Squatch Staff could be better. And if they ever add the legendary variant of the Tenderizer, then that's gonna be the new best weapon in the game, two-handed melee-wise. But yeah, this is currently one of the best melee weapons that you can get two-handed-wise, and it, you know, does deal a lot of damage with fully perked and 3 unyielding pieces. This is over 700 damage, and yeah, fully bloody threshold as well. And the close competitor is the Bonehammer, which, you know, despite being or having all the additions on, it's still only falling about 40 behind the Grognak Axe, which is not bad, you know, it's still a respectable amount of damage. And yeah, you might look at the pitchfork and say, oh well, it's over 200 damage lower than the Grognak Axe, for example. But notice that little thing is that despite both being two-handed melee weapons, this is slow, and this one is medium swing speed. And no, the swing speed actually doesn't modify the swing speed that's written in the speed description. It's gonna be the same even if you don't have the swing speed modifier on. And also another thing is that this weighs over 10 pounds. This weighs only 2.2 with the modification that it has on it. And yeah, that's not nothing. You know, if you're using it for a secondary sort of backup weapon, weight does matter. You know, people don't have infinite inventories, and especially in 76 when the inventory management is hell, you actually need to consider these things as well, in my opinion at least. You know, just if you want to compare it, just that you can see how rare it is for a two-handed melee weapon to be medium swing speed and not slow. I'm gonna just show you some of the two-handed melee weapons. Fire Axe, slow. Grognak Axe, slow. Spear is the only other medium as far as I know. What else do we have? Again, slow swing speed on a pole hook, despite this being sort of a lighter weapon by the looks of it. And Mr. Randy Buzzblade is very fast, but that's automatic, so it doesn't count. Blood melee weapons. Baseball bat is also two-handed. It has slow swing speed, boar slow swing speed, shepherd's crook slow swing speed. So, you know, all that jazz. And yeah, in this regard, for example, when, you know, two-handed melee weapons usually hit pretty hard. So in this case, swing speed is actually one of the best things that you can have upgraded because, you know, most are gonna be struggling in the swing speed department and not the damage department overall. So yeah, let's not waste any more time and jump into actually showcasing the weapon in effectiveness in combat, shall we? Okay, so here we are at the Ransom Ghouls Golf Club, which is down at, of course, next to the White Springs, which is gonna give us the perfect scenario to set up sort of a crowd control situation, because, you know, there are a bunch of them here, and our weapon is a two-handed weapon, which is notorious for being slow. Unlike the other ones, this is actually not slow. So how about we actually test how fast it is, especially with the, you know, faster swing speed thingy. But, you know, just that kind of to be equal, I did not actually put on the swing speed increasing perk, the one that's where is it? The martial, sorry, not insider, the martial artist. So, round one. Can I actually keep them from moving me down to this door if I just stand there and swing it at them? The range is not the best on this weapon, sadly. Actually, it's 2 for most 76 weapons. No. Sorry, my clicking is not working all the time. As you can see, I actually managed to hit them faster than they can react to my hits. That was a mistake on my part, sorry about that. There we go. See, I survived, and I didn't even need to use Stimpack. So yeah, I know of course blocker was on, but still. This weapon actually I think speaks for itself in a bit, because I could definitely not pull this off with something like a Grognak Axe, because they would have moved me over because of my slower swing speed. Another thing that you can notice with this weapon that it has over something like the Grognak Axe is that it actually has a faster hit registration than the Grognak Axe. So just listen to the kind of hit sound on the car compared to how long it takes before or like after the swing happens. So it actually, you know, lands on the car. Pooh. 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 And let's compare it to something like a Grodneck X. Or sorry, yeah, Grodneck X. There you go. See, this actually takes longer after the clicking happens that it actually, lands the hit on the car. So yeah, again, this is not gonna be anything like a new best meta weapon for 200 melee weapon users, but it's still something that you shouldn't overlook because this is something I got for 1,000 caps only, and this is the Bloodied Swing Speed, which is probably one of the best setups for this weapon, Pitchfork. So yeah, I think that's all that I wanted to do for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed and find it informative, and yeah, give some more love to the Pitchfork because it's actually a really fun and good weapon in its own right. Alright, thank you very much for watching and goodbye.